When my father left us, a story I kept hidden for a long time. Saturday, October 12th, 2019, 3:14. The phone rings. An unknown number from Los Angeles. Mr. Koch, this is the Los Angeles County Sheriff. We found your father. You better come. 7 years have passed, and I still wake up at night from that call. At that time, I thought that the worst thing in life was losing someone. But no, the worst thing is finding out that the one you adored was hiding the whole world from you. I was 19 years old. Michael Robert Koch, that was my father's name, worked as an accountant at San Diego Marine Engineering. A classic American family. My father was a worker, my mother was a nurse at St. Vincent's Hospital, and I was the only son. We all lived in a 2-story house in the town of Encicleta, California. My father had always been an ordinary man. He would get up early, drink coffee, listen to NPR, read the Los Angeles Times. On Sundays, he would drive us to the beach in La Jolla. He would say he loved his job, even though he complained that the pay was low. My mom would often joke, "When are we going to buy a new SUV?" And he would say, "In a year or two, we'll get one." The scariest thing was what we found in his laptop. A folder called Project Phoenix. Inside were documents about American military technology, access codes to closed systems, plans for defense facilities, and a list of people with names, addresses, phone numbers. Among these names was mine. What does this mean? I asked, showing the list to the agent. The agent looked at the list and frowned. This is a list of potential recruiters. Your name is here as a candidate for surveillance. Me? Candidate for surveillance? Yes, they plan to use you as a means of influencing your father. If he refused to work, they intended to recruit you. I collapsed into a chair. My father was not just betraying his country. He was endangering the lives of his family. Mom cried even harder. He never loved us. He loved money. But I knew it wasn't true. I remembered him carrying me on his shoulders when I was 5. I remembered him teaching me to ride a bike, helping me with my homework, reading me bedtime stories. Something's wrong. I said. My father couldn't have been a spy. He was too good. The agent looked at me. Maybe, but the facts say otherwise. That evening we found another thing. In a secret compartment in my father's closet was a folder of letters. Letters from a woman named Helene. My angel, we must meet. The children are looking for you. They know about you. You must come to Paris. The children? I asked. What? Children. Mom looked at the letter and fainted again. But within a month of that call, I realized I knew nothing about my father. The sheriff was dead serious. An officer named Rodriguez, a young man from the University of California, Berkeley, explained that Mr. Koch had been found on Santa Monica Street at 10:30 p.m. He had $45,000 in cash and real estate deeds in Miami. And most importantly, he had tried to sell them to a suspicious person. We're not sure it's your father because the documents turn out to be fake. But it's a 98% match, the officer said. Mom fainted. I stood there, not understanding what was happening. Is my father a crook? Is my father a criminal element? The next day, we went to his office. The head of the department, David Chun, was very surprised. Michael? He's always been an honest man. Let's check his work computer. Something terrible was found on the computer. Files with information about suppliers, technical specifications for equipment, contracts, and emails from the address mike.koch.sd@gmail.com. The recipient was a man named Alexander Petrov with an address in Moscow. An international espionage scandal. Chin whispered. He sold information about U.S. defense contracts. But the most terrible thing was what we found in his things. Not just money. Passports from different countries. Visas to the Schengen zone. Bank cards in the name of Michael Nicholson. And photos where he went with some woman I had never seen. Mom cried all night. 19 years of life. Was it all a lie? She showed me a photo she found in the closet. Dad with a woman, a blonde, taller than him, with strange blue eyes. On the back of the photo, written in pen, Milan, 2018. Conamore, Alex. I asked. Did he also change his name? The police were investigating. It turned out that Dad was involved in an international group that specialized in intellectual property theft. They worked with American companies that had contracts with the Pentagon. My father received $5,000 a month for information. Asterisk, I didn't know. I thought he had a second job. Asterisk, my mother cried. He said he was helping a friend with accounting, but that was just the beginning. When we checked his bank accounts, it turned out that he was sending money to accounts in Switzerland, the Cayman Islands, Luxembourg. Over the past 3 years, he had sent more than $200,000. Asterisk, this is not just fraud. Asterisk, said the FBI agent who had come from San Francisco. Asterisk, this is economic espionage. Your father could have caused millions in damage. Asterisk, I sat in my father's room, looking at his things. On the shelf were books on cryptography, programming, international law. I had never seen these books before. On the wall is a map of the world with different colored dots. Red dots are in Europe, blue dots are in Asia, green dots are in South America. Asterisk, was he an agent? Asterisk, I asked the FBI agent. Asterisk, or worked for someone. Asterisk, he replied. Asterisk, we're checking all his contacts. Asterisk, Sunday, October 13th, 2019, 2:30 p.m. San Diego. Our house. The letters from Ellen changed everything. Not just changed, they turned the world upside down. Mom woke up from a faint and the first thing she said was, Asterisk, does he have children? Does he have another family? Asterisk, I was sitting next to her, holding those letters in my hands. They were written in different languages, English, French, even Russian. The dates were from 2016 to 2019, and they all said the same thing. Asterisk, the children are looking for you. You need to come. What does this mean? Asterisk, Mom asked. Asterisk, how many of them? Where are they? Asterisk, the FBI agent who came again was very cautious. Asterisk, we are checking this information. Maybe this is part of some kind of operation. Asterisk, but I knew it was not an operation. It was true. My father had other children, and they were looking for him. That day we found another thing. There was a program on his laptop to encrypt messages, and several encrypted files. One of them was called Asterisk for my son Robert. Robert? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, my name is Michael. Asterisk, the agent looked at the file and frowned. Asterisk, maybe this is another son? Asterisk, we opened the file. It was encrypted, but one sentence was visible. Asterisk, if you are reading this, then I am no longer with you. Forgive me, my son. Asterisk, I fell to my knees. My father had another son, and he knew he would disappear. The next few days were the most terrifying of my life. The police and the FBI checked all the information. It turned out that my father used different names in different countries. In the US, Michael Koch. In the UK, Michael Nicholson. In France, Michel Koch. And in Russia, Mikhail Kochetov. Asterisk, this is a professional spy. Asterisk, said the FBI agent. Asterisk, he worked for different organizations at the same time. Asterisk, but the scariest thing was what we learned about his financial transactions. Over the past 5 years, he sent more than $500,000 to various accounts around the world. And all this money had one purpose. Asterisk, for children. What children? Asterisk, asked the mother. Asterisk, how many of them? Asterisk, we found a list. It had 7 names. 7 children. From different women. In different countries. And they were all somewhere between the ages of 5 and 15. I was the oldest. Michael Koch, 19 years old, San Diego. Robert Nicholson, 15 years old, London. Emily Koch, 12 years old, Paris. Alexander Kochetov, 10 years old, Moscow. And 3 more. Sophia from Milan, Jan from Berlin, and Lisa from Tokyo. Asterisk, 7 children. Asterisk, I whispered. Asterisk, he's the father of 7. Asterisk, Mom cried nonstop. Asterisk, I thought he loved me, that we were his only family. Asterisk, but I knew he loved us. It was just that his love was divided among so many. And that was the scariest thing. That week we received a letter from Paris, from a woman named Ellen Morrison. Asterisk, dear madam, I know you're going through a difficult time, but we need to meet. There are things you need to know about Michael. We? Asterisk. Mom asked. Asterisk, who is we? Asterisk, we decided to meet with her. The FBI agent was against it, but we insisted. We need to know the truth, I said. Helen Morrison met us at the Café Le Petit Paris on the Rue de Montmartre. She was a beautiful middle-aged woman, with blue eyes and silver hair. And with her was a little girl, Emily, 12 years old. Asterisk, I'm Helen Morrison. Asterisk, she said. Asterisk, and this is my daughter Emily. She is Michael's daughter. Asterisk, the mother looked at the girl and fainted again. Helen helped her to her feet. Asterisk, I know this is hard, but you must know the truth. Michael was no ordinary man. He was an agent, and not just any agent. He worked for an international organization that specializes in collecting information. What organization? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, they call themselves the Family. Asterisk, Helen replied. Asterisk, they collect information on everyone, politicians, businessmen, military men, and they pay well. Why did he do it? Asterisk, asked Mom. Asterisk, why did he betray his country? Asterisk, Ellen looked at her with pity. Asterisk, he didn't betray. He saved. He collected information on terrorists, on criminal organizations, and he passed this information on to the right people. But the documents, contracts, I asked. Asterisk, it was part of the operation. Asterisk, Helen explained. Asterisk, he had to appear to be an ordinary spy in order to gain the trust of the real criminals. Asterisk, Mom couldn't believe it. Asterisk, so he's a hero? He was a hero, Helen said. Asterisk, but he had to make many sacrifices, and one of them was your family life. Asterisk, Emily looked at me. Asterisk, are you his son too? Yes, I replied. Asterisk, I'm his eldest son. Where is he now? Asterisk, she asked. That was the hardest question. We don't know, I said. Asterisk, we think he's dead. Asterisk, Helen pulled a photo out of her bag. Asterisk, no, he's alive. He's in Berlin, but he can't come home. Asterisk, the photo showed my father with a boy named January. They were standing in front of the Brandenburg Gate, and on the back it said, asterisk, for my son Robert. If you're reading this, find me. I'm waiting for you in Berlin. I love you, Dad. Robert, I whispered. Asterisk, he has another son, and this son lives in Berlin. Asterisk, Ellen nodded. Asterisk, yes, and he's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. Why? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, because he's your brother, and he wants to know the truth about his father, just like you do. Asterisk, I looked at my mother. She was crying, but there was something new in her eyes. Hope. Asterisk, we have to go to Berlin. Asterisk, I said. Friday, October 18th, 2019, 3:45 p.m., San Diego Airport. Asterisk, are you sure you want to do this? Asterisk, my mother asked for the third time. Her eyes were red with tears, and her hands were shaking as she held the ticket to Frankfurt on mine. Asterisk, yes. Asterisk, I replied. Asterisk, if he is alive and waiting for us in Berlin, I should know. Asterisk, Ellen Morrison gave us the address. Asterisk, Kurfürstendamm 156, Berlin. Apartment 4B. His name is January. Asterisk, the FBI agent tried to stop us. This could be a trap, he said. Asterisk, we don't know who you are dealing with. Asterisk, but I knew it wasn't a trap. This was my father's attempt to contact us. He left footprints that pointed to the meeting place. The flight was long. Mom slept most of the time, and I stared out the window, thinking about what awaited us. 7 children, 7 families, and one father who had disappeared. We had a 3-hour layover in Frankfurt. Ellen contacted us again. Asterisk, be careful. There are people in Berlin looking for Michael. They mustn't find out you're there. Who are they? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, the people he worked for. They think he betrayed them. Asterisk, this was even stranger. If my father worked for some secret organization, why were they looking for him? In Berlin, we were greeted by a cold October wind. I pulled out the jacket my father had bought me for my 16th birthday. Real men need real jackets, he had said then. The Kurfürstendamm was packed with people. Tourists, locals, businessmen. I was looking for house 156. It was a huge stone house from the 1920s. In the entrance gallery, we found a sign with the names of the residents. Asterisk, apartment 4B, Jan Koch. Koch, my mother whispered. Asterisk, he uses our last name. Asterisk, I pressed the bell button. A few seconds later, the door opened. Standing in the doorway was a boy, about 10 or 12, with blue eyes and dark hair. He looked like his father. Asterisk, are you Michael? Asterisk, he asked in English. Asterisk, yes. Asterisk, I answered. Asterisk, are you Jan? Asterisk, he nodded and let us in. The apartment was large but simple. There were photographs on the walls, The father with various children in various countries. Asterisk, he was here. Asterisk, Jan said. Asterisk, a week ago. He left this for you. Asterisk, he pulled out an envelope. It said, asterisk, for my son Michael. Open only in Berlin. Asterisk, I opened the envelope. Inside was a postcard with the Brandenburg Gate and a note. Asterisk, if you're reading this, you found me. But I'm not here anymore. I'm in Prague. I'm waiting for you. And for Mom. I love you both. Dad. Prague, I whispered. Asterisk, he's in the Czech Republic. Asterisk, Mom was crying. Asterisk, he's alive. He wants to see us. Asterisk, Jan looked at us curiously. Asterisk, are you his children? Yes, I said. Asterisk, I'm Michael. This is my mom, Sandra. And you're Jan. Yes, he's my dad. He's been living with me for 2 years. But then he left. Why? Asterisk, Mom asked. Asterisk, he said he had something important to do, that people were looking for him, and that he had to disappear. Asterisk, it was very similar to what Ellen had said. Asterisk, what people? Asterisk, I asked. Jan paused. Asterisk, the people he worked with. They think he betrayed them. But he didn't betray them, I said. Asterisk, really? He said he was doing it for good, that he was gathering information about criminals and giving it to the police. Asterisk, Mom looked at the photos on the wall. Asterisk, how many children does he have? 7. But he loves them all the same. He says that each child is a part of his heart. Asterisk, it was both beautiful and terrifying. My father loved all of us, but he couldn't be with us at the same time. Asterisk, why couldn't he just tell the truth? Asterisk, Mom asked. Asterisk, he was scared. Asterisk, Jan said. Asterisk, he was scared that if people found out, they would hurt us. Asterisk, I thought about the letters from Ellen. Asterisk, and Ellen? Is she your mom? No, she just helps Dad. She knows where we all live. Asterisk, that explained a lot. Ellen was the coordinator who helped Dad keep in touch with all of us. Asterisk, can I ask you one question? Asterisk, Jan asked. Asterisk, sure. Asterisk, I said. Asterisk, why didn't he ever tell us he had other children? Asterisk, that was the hardest question. I looked at Mom. She was crying. Asterisk, because he loved us all. Asterisk, I said. Asterisk, and he was afraid that if we found out about the others, we wouldn't understand. Asterisk, Jan nodded. Asterisk, he said the same thing. He said that when we were all grown up, he would tell the whole truth. And now he can't, said my mother. Asterisk, he can? Asterisk, I said. Asterisk, he's in Prague, and we'll go there. Asterisk, Jan looked at me hopefully. Asterisk, can I come with you? Asterisk, I thought about Helen, about the other children. Asterisk, yes. We should all be together. Asterisk, we stayed in Jan's apartment for the night. He showed me the photos that his father had left. They were all from different countries: London, Paris, Moscow, Milan, Berlin, Tokyo. Asterisk, he's been everywhere. Asterisk, I said. Asterisk, he said the world is big, but the heart is one. Asterisk, Jan replied. The next morning we received a message from Helen. Asterisk, attention. You are being watched in Berlin. Go to Prague immediately. Don't stop anywhere. Who is watching? Asterisk. I wrote back. Asterisk, those who believe Michael betrayed them. They know you are in Berlin. Asterisk, we packed up and hurried to the airport. On the plane, I thought about what awaited us. A father who had disappeared, 7 children looking for their father, and a secret organization that believes him to be a traitor. Asterisk, what if he really did betray me? Asterisk, my mother asked. Asterisk, then we can accept it. Asterisk. I replied. Asterisk, but first we have to hear his story. Asterisk. Monday, October 21st, 2019, 7:30 p.m. Václav Havel Airport, Prague. Prague greeted us with cold rain and fog. I looked out the plane window, trying to make out the city, but everything was gray and blurry. Just like our situation, Helen was waiting for us in the arrivals hall. She was wearing a dark coat and dark glasses, but I recognized her immediately. Asterisk, you're on time. Asterisk, she said in English. Asterisk, they're already looking for you in Berlin. Who is they? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, the organization your father worked for. They think he gave them false information. And do you know where he is now? Asterisk, Mom turned pale. Asterisk, what does this mean? It means we need to act quickly. He's waiting for us in the old quarter of Mala Strana. But we have to be very careful. Asterisk, we got into a taxi. The driver was a taciturn middle-aged man with a tattoo on his arm. Helen gave him the address in Czech, and he nodded. Asterisk, who is this man? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, one of those who helps your father. He used to work in the Czech secret services. Asterisk, Prague was beautiful at night. St. Vitus Cathedral was illuminated with golden light. The Vltava murmured softly, and the old houses with their shaded facades stood like eternal sentinels of history. But our beautiful journey was interrupted. As we drove past one of the houses, two men in dark jackets jumped out of the dark street. One of them pulled out a gun. Asterisk, stop. Asterisk, he shouted in English. The driver swerved and pulled away. The second man shot a tire, and the taxi shuddered. Asterisk, get down. Asterisk, the first man shouted. Hitting the roof of the taxi, I grabbed my mother and Ellen, and we lay down on the floor. The driver braked hard, and we crashed into the seats in front. Asterisk, they found us. Asterisk, Ellen whispered. Asterisk, you have to run. I'll distract them. No, I said. Asterisk, we're together. Asterisk, but Ellen had already opened the door and jumped out of the taxi. Asterisk, run. To the river. There's a tunnel there. Asterisk, the first man fired, and I heard the bullet hit the asphalt. We jumped out of the taxi and ran towards the Vltava. They were shooting at us again. A bullet missed my ear, and I fell onto the wet cobblestones. My mother fell next to me. Asterisk, there. Asterisk, Helen shouted, pointing to the old stone bridge. Asterisk, Charles Bridge. Run. Asterisk, we ran across the bridge. They shouted after us in Czech, then in English. Asterisk, stop. We don't want to hurt you. Asterisk, but I knew it was a lie. If they didn't want to hurt us, why would they shoot? On the other side of the bridge, we saw the tunnel Helen had told us about. It led under the railway to the old quarter that we ran into the tunnel. It was dark and damp, and the sound of our footsteps echoed everywhere. We could hear voices behind us. They had also entered the tunnel. Asterisk, there. Asterisk, one of them shouted. Asterisk, they're in the tunnel. Asterisk, we ran faster. Mom was stumbling, and I helped her up. We're almost there, I said. The exit from the tunnel was close. I could see the light at the end, but suddenly there was an explosion behind us. They threw a grenade. We fell to the ground. The explosion was strong, but we were alive. Dust and stones were falling from the ceiling of the tunnel. Asterisk, they want to kill us. Asterisk, Mom whispered. Asterisk, no. Asterisk, I said. Asterisk, they want to find Father, and they think we know where he is. Asterisk, we ran out of the tunnel. In front of us was the old square with the Church of St. Nicholas. People looked at us in surprise. We were wet, dirty, and I had a cut on my face. Asterisk, there. Asterisk, said Helen, who was waiting for us outside the church. Asterisk, he's inside. Asterisk, we entered the church. It was dark and quiet. Candles burned in front of the iconostasis, and their light created a mysterious atmosphere. And then I saw him, my father was standing by the altar. He was thin, with gray hair, but it was him. My father. Michael Robert Koch. He turned when he heard our footsteps. His eyes filled with tears. Asterisk, Michael. Asterisk, he whispered. Asterisk, you found me. Asterisk, I went up to him. He was as tall as I remembered, but his face was no longer young. Asterisk, Dad. Asterisk, I said, and we hugged. Mom cried. Asterisk, why? Why did you leave us? Father looked at her with pain in his eyes. Asterisk, I didn't abandon you. I did it for you. For all of you. What does that mean? Asterisk, Mom asked. Asterisk, it means I worked for a real organization, not for those who are hunting us. I was collecting information on real criminals, terrorists, human traffickers. But the documents, I said. Asterisk, it was part of an operation. I had to pretend to be a spy to gain the trust of the real criminals. Asterisk, Ellen nodded. Asterisk, he worked for an international group that specializes in exposing spy networks. But those who are hunting us think he betrayed them, Mom added. Asterisk, yes. Asterisk. Dad said. Asterisk, they're fake agents. They're working for real criminals. And when I realized that, they decided to kill me. Asterisk, I thought about all the children. Asterisk, and the others? The other children. Asterisk, Father smiled. Asterisk, they're safe. Ellen helps me take care of them. There are people in every town who protect them. But why couldn't you just tell the truth? Asterisk, Mom asked. Asterisk, because I love you. And I was afraid that if they found out about the other children, they would hurt you. Asterisk, I looked at him. Asterisk, Dad, we have to be together. All the children have to know the truth. Yes, he said. Asterisk, and now is the time for that. Asterisk, but suddenly there was a rumble from outside. They found us. Asterisk, they're here. Asterisk, Helen said. Asterisk, we need to go. Asterisk, Father nodded. Asterisk, there is one place. A safe place. But we must hurry. Asterisk. Monday, October 21st, 2019, 8:15 p.m. St. Nicholas Church, Prague. The roar from outside was getting closer. They were close. The church doors suddenly flew open, and 3 men in dark jackets ran inside. Leading the way was a tall man with gray hair and cold eyes. Asterisk, Michael Koch. Asterisk, he said in English. Asterisk, time to go home. Asterisk, Father was not afraid. Asterisk, James Morgan. I knew you would find me. You betrayed us, Morgan said. Asterisk, you were passing information to our enemies. No, his father replied. Asterisk, I was passing information to the police. I was gathering evidence against the real criminals. Asterisk, Morgan laughed. Asterisk, what evidence? You weren't collecting anything. You just wanted money. Money. Asterisk, Mom shouted. Asterisk, he did it for the kids. Asterisk, Morgan looked at her with contempt. Asterisk, oh, family. Of course. You think he loves you? He loves money. He loves himself. No, I said. Asterisk, he loves all of us. He has 7 children in 7 different countries. Asterisk, Morgan's eyes narrowed. Asterisk, what did you say? He's the father of 7 children. And he did it for all of us. To keep us safe. Asterisk, Morgan paled. Asterisk, impossible. He never had any children. He did, Ellen said. Asterisk, and we all know about it. Asterisk, Morgan pulled out his gun. Asterisk, I didn't mean to. But if he betrayed the organization, he should be punished. Wait. Asterisk, shouted the father. Asterisk, I have information that might interest you. What information? About the real criminals. About the people who finance terrorism. I know who they are. Asterisk, Morgan stopped. Asterisk, go on. They're inside the organization. They work for the real criminals. And I know who they are. Who? Asterisk, father took a flash card from his pocket. Asterisk, it's all here. Names, addresses, accounts. Everything you want to know. Asterisk, Morgan looked at the flash card. Asterisk, why should I believe you? Because I've already given this information to the police. If anything happens to me, they'll get this information automatically. Asterisk, it was a lie, but Morgan didn't know it. He took the flash drive and inserted it into his phone. Asterisk, what is this? Asterisk, he asked after a few seconds. Asterisk, evidence. Evidence that you work for criminals. Asterisk, Morgan's eyes filled with anger. Asterisk, you haven't proven anything. No? Look at the file called Project Blacklist. It has the names of everyone who works for real criminals. Asterisk, Morgan opened the file. His face was turning white with each passing second. Asterisk, this is impossible. Maybe, his father said. Asterisk, and now you understand why I couldn't just tell the truth. Because they would hurt everyone I love. Asterisk, one of Morgan's men suddenly pulled out a gun. Asterisk, boss, he's lying to us. No, Morgan said. Asterisk, he's telling the truth. I can see it in the files. Asterisk, but then something unexpected happened. 3 more men stepped out of the shadows. Leading them was a man in a police uniform. Asterisk, Mr. Morgan. Asterisk, he said. Asterisk, you're under arrest for espionage and treason. Asterisk, Morgan dropped the flashcard. Asterisk, that's a mistake. No, his father said. Asterisk, it's true. And now everyone knows it. Asterisk, the police arrested Morgan and his men. They were leading them out of the church. When Morgan turned around, Asterisk, you're going to regret this. Asterisk, he told his father. Asterisk, no. Asterisk, his father replied. Asterisk, I won't. Because now I can be with my family. Asterisk, when they left, we were alone. My father turned to us. Asterisk, now I can tell you the whole truth. Asterisk. He said. Mom was crying. Asterisk, I missed you so much. And I miss you, he replied. Asterisk, I thought about you every night. I prayed every day that you would be safe. And the other children? Asterisk, I asked. Asterisk, how are they? Asterisk, father smiled. Asterisk, they are safe. Ellen is helping me. Take care of them. And now it is time for us all to be together. What does that mean? Mom asked. It means I can complete my mission and be with you, with all of you. Ellen nodded. Yes. Now that the real criminals have been exposed, you can all be together. But how? I asked. How will we all meet? Father took out a tablet from his pocket. Look. On the screen was a map of the world with dots in different countries. London, Paris, Moscow, Milan, Berlin, Tokyo. These are the places where the other children live? He said. And now I'm going to contact them, and we'll all meet in one place. Where? Asked my mother. At home. Answered my father. In San Diego. In our house. I looked at him. Are you serious? Yes. I want all my children to meet, so that they know that they are part of one big family. My mother cried with happiness. That's wonderful. But first, said my father, I have to tell you the whole truth about what I did, and why I did it. He sat down on the bench and took a deep breath. 7 years ago, I got an offer from an international organization. They said they needed my skills to fight international crime. And I agreed. Not for the money, for justice. But why couldn't you tell the truth? My mother asked. Because they said that if anyone found out, it would be dangerous for me and my family. And I believed them. But you were wrong, I said. Yes? My father replied. And now I understand it. Love shouldn't be a secret. Family shouldn't be a secret. Ellen looked at her watch. We have to go. The police will be here in 5 minutes. Where are we going? I asked. To a safe place. And from there will contact the other children and arrange a meeting. We left the church. The night was dark, but the stars shone above us. I looked at my father and thought about what awaited us. 7 children, 7 families, and one father who could finally be with everyone. Wednesday, November 6th, 2019, 2 p.m. San Diego, California. Our home on the Encyclopedia Britannica.it had been exactly 2 weeks since we met in Prague. 2 weeks that had changed everything. My father had returned home, and he hadn't just returned. He had brought something incredible with him. I sat in the living room of our house, looking at an incredible scene. There were 7 children in the room, ages 5 to 19. 7 mothers from all over the world, and one father trying to hold this huge family together. Michael, do you remember everyone? My father asked. I nodded. Robert from London was 15, the son of an English teacher. Emily from Paris was 12, the daughter of a French journalist. Alexander from Moscow was 10, the son of a Russian scientist. Sophia from Milan was 8, the daughter of an Italian artist. Jan from Berlin is 7 years old, whom I already knew. Lisa from Tokyo is 5 years old, the youngest. And I am 19 years old, the oldest. I remember everyone. I said. But how will we all live together? Father smiled. We won't live together all the time, but we will see each other. Every summer vacation, we will all meet here. At home. Mom was sitting next to me. She was happy, but at the same time confused. I never thought I would have such a big family. Neither did I, said Ellen Morrison, who had come with us from Prague. But it's beautiful. A real family is not about the number of people. It's about love. Sophia from Milan came up to me. Are you a real brother? She asked in English with an Italian accent. Yes. I replied, smiling. I'm your big brother. She hugged me. I missed my brother. My heart sank. This little girl had never seen me before, but she already loved me like a brother. Alexander from Moscow approached his father. Dad, why didn't you live with us? Father knelt down to be on the same level as the boy. Because I was working on an important project. But now I can be with all of you. What project? Robert from London asked. Father paused. I was working on making the world a safer place. And now that this project is over, I can be a real father to all of you. Emily from Paris approached her mother. Are you his real mother? Mom smiled. Yes, I'm his wife. But now we're all one big family. Can I call you Mom? Asterisk. Emily asked. Mom dropped to her knees and hugged the little girl. Asterisk. Of course, honey. You're all my children. Asterisk. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. My mom was hugging children she'd never met before, but who were part of our family. Lisa from Tokyo came up to me with a small gift. Asterisk. For you, Oni-san. Asterisk. I opened the gift. Inside was a small, handmade dragon figurine. Thank you, I said. Asterisk. That's beautiful. You're the best Oni. She whispered that I looked at my father. He was happy, but there was a kind of longing in his eyes. Asterisk. What's wrong with you, Dad? Asterisk. I asked. Asterisk. Nothing. Asterisk. He replied. Asterisk. It's just, I've been waiting for this for so long. What's next? Asterisk. Mom asked. Asterisk. Now we're going to live normally. I got a job in San Diego. Not a secret job, just an accountant. And we'll all see each other. And Helen? Asterisk. Jan asked. Asterisk. Helen will be our coordinator. Asterisk. Helen said. Asterisk. I'll help organize our meetings. And make sure you're all safe. Asterisk. Robert from London came up to me. Asterisk. Will you teach me how to play basketball? Asterisk. I laughed. Asterisk. Sure. And you'll teach me how to play soccer. Deal. He said that we all gathered around the big table in the kitchen. There was more food on the table than I'd ever seen. Pizza from New York, sushi from Tokyo, pasta from Milan, borscht from Moscow, croquettes from Paris, fish and chips from London. Asterisk. It's like the world in one room. Asterisk. I said. Asterisk. Yes. Asterisk. My father replied. Asterisk. And now it's our home. Asterisk. We ate. We laughed. We told stories. Children from different countries exchanged words, even if they didn't understand each other. The language of love was universal. Asterisk. Sophia from Milan showed me a picture of my father when he was young. He always talked about you, she said. Asterisk. About his older brother, whom he loves so much. Asterisk. My heart sank again. My father loved me even when he couldn't be there. Alexander from Moscow came to me with a picture. Asterisk. This is us all together. Asterisk. The picture showed all 7 children, father, mother, and Helen. We were all holding hands, and above us was written in different languages. Asterisk. Family. That's beautiful, I said. Asterisk. You're a talented artist. Asterisk. He smiled. Asterisk. Dad taught me to draw. And who taught him? Asterisk. I asked. Asterisk. Love? Asterisk. The boy replied. At 10 p.m. the children began to fall asleep. We settled them in different rooms of the house. I was helping Sophia from Milan to bed. Asterisk. Oni, will you accompany me to the plane tomorrow? Asterisk. She asked. Asterisk. Of course. Asterisk. I replied. Asterisk. I will accompany all of you. Asterisk. She kissed me on the cheek. Asterisk. I love you, Oni. And I love you, Sophia. Asterisk. When all the children were asleep, my father and I went out onto the veranda. The night was warm, and the stars were shining over the ocean. Asterisk. Are you happy? Asterisk. I asked. Asterisk. Yes. Asterisk. He replied. Asterisk. But I am also guilty. To whom? To all of you. I have made many mistakes. I have lied to you. I have betrayed your trust. Dad, you did this for us. Asterisk. I said. Asterisk. You worked to keep us safe. But I could have done it differently. I could have told the truth. I could have found another way. Asterisk. I looked at him. Asterisk. Maybe. But that's not important now. What's important is that we're together. Asterisk. He hugged me. Asterisk. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for coming back. Asterisk. I replied. The next day we all drove to the airport together. The kids hugged each other, promised to write, promised to see each other next year. Helen came to me before the flight. Asterisk. Are you writing me a letter? Asterisk. Sophia asked. Asterisk. Every day. Asterisk. I replied that as the plane took off from Milan, I waved. In the window, Sophia waved back to me. Asterisk. She'll be back. Asterisk. My father said. Asterisk. I know. Asterisk. I replied. Asterisk. We'll all be back. Asterisk. We got home. Mom made dinner, my favorite pasta. Dad told stories about his adventures, but this time he didn't lie. He told the truth. Asterisk. The hardest part wasn't the work. Asterisk. He said. Asterisk. The hardest part was not being able to be with you. That I had to pretend to be someone else's husband to other women. But now it's over, said Mom. Asterisk. Yes. Asterisk. He said. Asterisk. Now I can be myself and be your husband. Asterisk we all sat together. Me, mom, dad. It was the first real family dinner in 7 years. Asterisk, what if someone finds out about the other children? Asterisk I asked. Asterisk, then we'll tell the truth. Asterisk replied dad. Asterisk, our family is not shame. It's love. And if someone tries to use you again? Asterisk, my mother asked. Asterisk, then I'll say no. Because now I have something worth fighting for. Asterisk he looked at us. Asterisk, you are my true mission. You are my true love. Asterisk that evening, lying in my room, I thought about everything that had happened. 7 years of pain, fear, misunderstanding, and now, happiness, love, a real family. I opened my laptop and wrote a letter to Sophia. Asterisk, hello, dear Sophia. Today was the best day of my life. I saw all my brothers and sisters again, and I realized that love has no boundaries. Love does not choose countries, languages, or time. Love simply is. And we are part of one great love. Asterisk, I go to college tomorrow. But now I know that wherever I go, I will always have a home. A home where 7 children love me, 7 mothers, and 1 father who has finally found his way home. Asterisk, I love you. Oni-san. Asterisk, your brother, Michael. Asterisk, I sent the letter and went to bed. For the first time in 7 years, I fell asleep without a pain in my heart. Now I knew the truth. And the truth was beautiful.
Vapo é vapo, vapo no setor é vapo, vapo do vapor. Vapo, vapo no setor é vapo, vapo do vapor.